Welcome back guys, myself Piyush Goel, Company Secretary from Jaipur, Delhi and Ahmedabad. In this video, we are going to discuss how to voluntary wind up of the company under the section 59 of the Insolvency and Bankruptcy Code 2016. Right. So first of all, we have to understand what is the regulatory provisions regarding the voluntary liquidation, right, under the Insolvency and Bankruptcy Code and under the Companies Act 2013, right, and the regulations made thereunder. Section 59 of the Insolvency and Bankruptcy Code 2016 is applicable on the voluntary liquidation. Section 173 and Section 1173F of the Companies Act is also applicable. And Regulation 9, 12, 13, 14, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 30, 31, 34, 35, 37, 38, 39 and 41 of the Insolvency and Bankruptcy Board of India Voluntary Liquidation Process Regulations 2017 is also applicable. So first of all, we have to understand what is the regulatory process for the voluntary liquidation. In step 1, the board of directors will convene a meeting of the directors and discuss and approve the following agendas. First is the voluntary winding of the company. Second is the appointment of the liquidator, or who will be the liquidator. An insolvency professional will be the liquidator. Third is that to consider and approve the declaration of solvency and affidavit given by the directors of the company. और इसके अंदर जो सॉल्वेंसी और एफिडेविट देंगे उसके अंदर ये होगा कि कंपनी जो है कंपनी के पास सफिशिएंट असेट्स है फॉर द वॉलंटरी वाइंडिंग अप एंड द liquidation is not started for the purpose of defraud of any person, and in addition to that, following document is also required to be attached. First is the audited financial statement of past 2 financial year, record of business operation of past 2 years, and report of registered valuer about of the valuation of the assets. Thereafter, the board of directors fix the date and time of the general meeting, and within the 4 week of declaration given under the board of directors, the meeting of the members of the will be conversed. Thereafter, the authorized person shall issue the notice of the general meeting along with the explanatory statement. In step 3rd, the general meeting pass the statute ordinary resolution for the purpose of winding up of the company and the appointment of the insolvency professional act as a liquidator. In step 4, if the company owes any debt to any person, right, so the meeting of the creditors is also required, and the resolution for the liquidation is must be passed by the creditors who are owning 2/3 of value of the debt of the company. The next thing is the intimate ROC inform MGT 14 regarding the board resolution passed in the board meeting and special resolution passed in GNL 2 for the declaration of solvency and appointment of liquidator. Thereafter, the company intimate to the IBC regarding the initiation of voluntary liquidation within 7 days of approval of liquidation. Right. Thereafter, subject to the approval of creditor under subsection 3, the voluntary liquidation proceedings in respect of company shall be deemed to have been commenced from the date of passing of resolution. Right. Resolution in the general meeting. Thereafter, the public announcement is also given within 5 days from the date of appointment in the English newspaper as well as the regional language newspaper. Thereafter, liquidator to open a bank account within 1 month of passing of SR. Bank account needs to be opened in the name of company followed by the words in voluntary liquidation in schedule bank. Intimate to the income tax department within 1 month of passing of the resolution in regarding the voluntary liquidation, and obtain the NOC from the income tax department. Right, the IB will submit the preliminary report within 45 days from the date of initiation of the liquidation. Right, thereafter, the submission of proof of claim in Form B by the operational creditor, Form C by the financial creditor, by the employee in or workman in Form D. Right. Thereafter, the liquidator will verify the claims submitted within 30 days from the last date of receipt of the claim. Thereafter, liquidator prepare list of stakeholder within 45 days from the last date of receipt of claim. Thereafter, liquidator to value the sell the assets of the corporate debtor in the manner and mode approved by the company. Thereafter, liquidator deposit proceeds of distribution in the bank account, and a distribution of the proceeds within 6 months from the receipt of the amount to the stakeholders, and distribution of assets that cannot be sold with the approval of company. Thereafter, liquidator maintain accounts for the liquidation period and conduct audit for the liquidation period. The entire process will be completed within 12 months from the date of commencement of the liquidation, and the liquidator will file the final report, um, in will consist of details of audited accounts of liquidation, a statement containing disposal of assets of company, disposal of debts of the company to the satisfaction of creditors, disposal of litigation pending against or sufficient provision for any obligation arising out of pending litigation. Right thereafter, the final report needs to be sent to the ROC by filing in GNL2 or IBBI, right, through the courier or email or the adjudicating authority. Thereafter, where the affairs of the company is completely bound up and the assets are completely liquidated, right, the liquidator shall file the application with the adjudicating authority for the dissolution of the company. The adjudicating authority (NCLT) shall hear the parties and pass the order of dissolution. So this is the complete process for the voluntary liquidation which we have discussed in this video, right? This is the procedural requirement, and many practical hurdles are faced by the stakeholders when the when the any person has initiated the voluntary liquidation. So it will be very person to person the practical problem which is faced by the stakeholders. So I hope this video is very helpful regarding the voluntary liquidation process, and thank you guys for watching this video. Still, if you have any doubt regarding that, you can also connect on the number given on the screen. Thank you.